Hey, good evening, everybody out there in Chester County and on my Facebook page. Doggone it, on a throwback Thursday evening is none other than me, Brother Fonz, coming to you straight live on City Town Talk. And man, do I have a guest tonight. He's here to invigorate, educate, inspire, inform, motivate. He's going to tell you a little bit about yourself, about himself. And he is a hometown homegrown favorite. I'm telling you, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I just want to give a little introduction to some of the things that's going on. Next week, we got some great guests that's going to be coming on. We got State Representative Dan K. Williams. We got Aaliyah Hogarth that's going to be on, talking about what it is that she do and her journey as she's entered into this herbal life thing. City Town Talk is about presenting to the community people of interest. This show isn't about me, but it's always about you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got somebody real special now. The last time I seen Eric, well, I'm not going to say the last time, but years ago, he had his papers as a Muhammad speech, or what was the paper you were selling? Last Call, something like
Final
that?
call.
What's it called? Last Call?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The final call.
He'd be at the barbershops and stuff like that, always laid back, humble, impeccably dressed and everything. And all of a sudden, as time has gone by, he has grown and he has bloomed into a CEO of his own real estate company, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, I think I want to give a little bio. Then we're going to let him say a few words. Then we're going to get into the Q&A and just see what we can find out about what this young man does. Okay, so look, Be More Real Estate. I like that already. Now, Be More, you're out there in Baltimore, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that makes sense. Be More, that's what we just call it. Be More Real Estate LLC. Be More Real Estate LLC is a real estate. Wait a minute. I done got so excited, I forgot the protocol that I normally do. For all of my viewers out there, I want y'all to get on here and I want y'all to tag this video and I want to see y'all on here. I want you to give some shout outs. Claudia T. Palmer, it is good to see you. Courtney Levon, I'm here for you. Come and get these ornaments. Let me see who else I got. Now look, I may talk fast, but during this show, if you got any questions or shout outs or anything, please post it in the comment section, because what we're going to do is we're going to ask Brother Eric in real time, and he's going to give you an answer. Kendra Wilson, she said, oh, with about 5 W's. Look at Eric. He was always ambitious. So happy to see him winning. And Kendra, he's winning too. Claudia T. Palmer, it's good to see you this evening. Wait a minute, let me finish this bio, because y'all done got all excited. Let me tell you what he's doing out there in Baltimore. Be More Real Estate LLC is a real estate solutions company that does business not just locally, but nationwide, particularly Pennsylvania and the DMV. What does DMV stand for?
DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
My man. We're a millennial business and focus on helping homeowners find solutions for their problems, whether they are going through a foreclosure, can't sell their property, or just need to sell their house for all kinds of reasons. Some benefits to consider when selling your house to a cash buyer is a faster closing, no repairs required, house is purchased in as is condition, no commissions or extra fees, and all closing costs is taken care of. So this is kind of just a little slight framework, because he does so much more. The reason why it took so long to get him on the show, because I previously asked him a couple of months ago to come on, but he said, no, there's some more moves that I want to make. And when I get on there, I want them moves to be in place so we can talk about this thing. Daria Turner, top of the evening to you, Daria. It's good to see you. Come pick that stuff up tomorrow and stop playing. Oh, hey, Kendra Wilson said Doffalo. Okay, now wait a minute. Eric, say something to the viewers, man. Just tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into our Q&A. Go on, go for yourself.
All right. Just a little bit about myself. My name is Eric Muhammad. I'm a real estate investor now. And, I'm born and raised. I was born, not raised. I was born in Coatesville up until 2016 is when I moved out. Met with some brothers out there, got established, did some security work, really liked it. Money was good. I think I was making about 25 an hour. That was the highest paying job I've ever had. And with that, I was actually comfortable because I was working with the brothers in the nation, and it allowed me to what they call still away. I was able to make my money, but I was also able to invest my money as well. So that's how I came and stumbled upon the real estate, because there was a lot of movers and shakers in the city of Baltimore, and there's a lot of people like Fonz, like that want to host people, try to elevate them, move them up. And in that, I mean, I met a lot of millionaires, and I started to just hang around millionaires, and it just a lot of doors begin to open up. Just from I used to think back then that I had to have $1 million in order to surround myself around millionaires, but it was actually the opposite. The more poor or poverty you are out there, the more the people who have wealth want you around them because they want to bring new people in. They want to bear new fruit. So it was just it was a blessing, man. A lot of people may know me from my past. I did a lot of things in my past, and I didn't just fall out the sky. Went through a lot, trying to be a gang in a gang, and now it's like people in the gang, I'm giving them knowledge. I'm giving people, I done been all in and out of Baltimore City, some of the worst areas. I don't go in the nice areas. I love the worst areas. I love to be around, my kind of people and educating my kind of people and just elevating them, man. So this is a little bit about myself. I could write a book, but that was just give y'all a little something.
Hey, look, and when you write that book, man, I want to know because I want to be the first person to buy that book, and I want your autograph on it. That's a little bit about
Yes,
Eric.
sir.
He got me smiling over here because when he telling this story, man, I'm right here because me and him go back like car seats, like Anthony Hogarth would say. I mean, we've been around each other since I've been in Coesville, man. We family. So I love that brother. So
Right.
Vincent Smiles. Vincent E. Miles said that's a good brother right there. Christina Shell, it's good to see you. Deborah Armour, thanks for checking in. Iris Holmes, Damone, or is that Damon Cortez? And Patty DeLuigi Burgess. Patty, it is good for you to check in. Tonight's guest, we got Eric Muhammad, and he has gone, though, he done left. He left Coesville, and he's doing it big time. But you know what? He's got a humble heart and a humble head. And we're
Yeah.
going to ask some questions because I want to. Hey, Jay Duke, our Eagles did it, man. I love you, man. Dion Brown Hogarth is watching. Dion, I know you're going to be watching next Tuesday because your daughter's going to be on here, and we're going to shine the light on her. Look, okay. Now, when you were in high school, did you ever imagine that you would be doing what you're doing, or what did you aspire to do when you was in high school?
I
Anything?
didn't I didn't never imagine that I would be doing what I'm doing now. When I was in high school, I really was interested in um, becoming a boxer. I wanted to box. I like to train, exercise. That was my niche, and I still do that. But my imagination didn't reach that far. It wasn't until I met this brother out in Philadelphia who was an artist that he introduced me to something called binaural beats and affirmations. And when he told me about it, it was just off the whim. He was like, "You should listen to affirmations." I think I told him I had a headache. He was like, "You should listen to affirmations," and I was like, "Okay." And I just started listening to these affirmations, man, and that opened my mind up to the I ams, and just speaking things into existence and manifesting. But that was, I think at that time that was around like 2014, 15. So
Mm-hmm.
I had already graduated, and I graduated 2011. This was 2014, 15 when I started to speak things into existence.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you said affirmation during this holiday season because I do some laser work. I have been making affirmation mirrors. with I am beautiful, I am, my voice matters. As a matter of fact, I mean, it's crazy. I'm sitting here. See, I ain't got a, this is a I am, I don't know if you can see it. I have it all dressed up with a mirror in and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's like we are really vibing on this, and I'm glad to hear that. Now, let me ask you, why did you leave Coachville?
So I left Coatesville because I didn't really feel like it was a lot of opportunity here. And when I went to Baltimore just for a visit, there was a lot of opportunity. There was a lot of resources like handed to me in the light of even just getting there. I had somewhere to stay. Um, it getting there, the remind you I'm in the Nation of Islam, so there's a captain, lieutenant, everything is very structured. So I get there, I got a place to stay, I got a job already put out for me. It wasn't the best job, but I moved right in to something.
Yes.
So getting there was just comfortable, man. I mean, it changed my life, man. And I know a lot of people say like Baltimore is bad, man, but it is really bad. Like these eyes have seen a lot. But if you are stay in your lane and you doing something positive, you're okay somewhat. But Baltimore just was fun, man. I love it. I mean, I love it.
That's good, 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 good. I know what you're saying. You say some people think it's the worst. It's kind of almost like my journey here to Coatesville. A lot of people say they don't like Coatesville, like such as yourself. There's nothing here for you, so you moved on. For a person who came from nothing and nowhere, when I came to Coatesville, I thought I died and went to heaven, and that's why I'm dug in. Because what can be medicine for one can be poison for somebody else. So I'm just glad it's been medicine for me, man. Because had me not come here, I'd have never met you, the family, and everything else. So it's all good. Let me see who else we got watching. James Hamilton, my main man, pots and two pans. Iris Holmes said she loved affirmations. Then get one of these affirmation mirrors, Iris, and stop playing. Lisa Miller, top of the evening to you, and crying. Brian Maxwell, a good evening, everybody. It's the holiday season. Okay, where we got? We got Eric Muhammad on the line. Now, let me see what else while we zooming in this room. Hey, Sharon Harden, how are you? Quentin Brown, QB, you know I wanted, that's why I put this on your page, QB. I definitely wanted you to come in. Okay, how did the idea for your business come about?
So I actually started one business before Be More Real Estate. I started a LLC just to get my business up and running, which was Be More Your Property Buyers. I really did. I noticed that I just kind of just put the name together real quick and opened it up. But then as the time went on, I said, man, if I could create a catchy name, and I seen some catchy names out there, I said, I woke up one day and I said, let me go to the state building in Baltimore. That's where you open up your LLC in the state building. If anybody don't know, you go to the downtown. Where's the one in Coatesville? Is it the City Hall, right?
Right.
Yeah, you go to City Hall. You just go in there and say, I want to open up an LLC. It's like $150. That's it. And then I opened it up, but this time I applied for a very creative name. I said, Be More Real Estate. I'm in Baltimore,
right.
But it's BEMORE.
Right.
So I just remind you, affirmations, speaking things into existence. I said Be More Real Estate because I want multi-family. Eventually, I want big units. I want 200 plus big buildings that you see, like the one out in Exton that they built next to the Whole Foods.
Yeah.
A nice multi-family building, luxurious building is my goal. So, just speaking it into existence. That's all.
Affirmations. Hey, look, let me just stop for a second and welcome some other viewers. Hey, Arnold Middleton, man, our hearts and prayers is out to your family, Arnold. We won't talk about it online, but man, we're here for you. Tanya Wood, it is good to see you, Tanya. And we have Tina Madsen, one of my regulars. Tina, it is good to see you online right now. Zoom into his room. We got Eric. Now, Eric, tell us who's your family, who's your mama?
So my mother is Javita Williams. My grandmother is Carol. My grandfather is Eric McDonald,
Uh-huh.
Donald White. My dad is Eric Senior.
Is that Ching by any chance?
Ching. Some
Okay,
call him
ladies and
Ching.
gentlemen, this is Ching's offspring. That's right. In case you're trying to wonder, that
Yeah.
is all right. You know I put it on your dad's page too, right?
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
man. He deserved it. He deserved it.
Yeah, and he shared that big. He shared that bad boy. Okay,
Yeah.
what was the key driving force for you to become an entrepreneur, though?
You say that again?
What was your key driving force to become an entrepreneur?
My key driving force was, like I said, I started to, well, I got to give the credit to um, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, because in these teachings that I'm under, we are constantly taught to do for self or suffer. It's a saying: do for self or suffer the consequences. We work jobs. We have work at UPS and Amazon, hospital, security. Like I said, I have a security job. Um, and even though we are never taught to just be complacent and comfortable with just that, you still have to build a business for yourself as a plan B. If
Mm-hmm.
anything goes wrong in corporate America, at least you have a business. And in real estate, a lot of these real estate businesses are six-figure businesses, very easily established within a year. So that was my key driving force, was to really just have an extra level of security in case of anything happening with today's corporate industry. I don't want to be caught in that, or forced anything.
So all right. So how did you raise capital for your venture?
I actually, the method and strategy in which I do the real estate is it's a method called wholesaling, like the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people may have an understanding of being a middleman is actually like winning today, like Amazon. Amazon is the middleman in between the seller and the buyer.
Right.
So that right there allowed me to get in real estate without having to have excellent credit, because my credit was poor. Having a bunch of money, because I had money because I had a good job, but I had a lot of bills, so my money was getting gobbled up really quick.
Uh-huh.
Rent and car, everything, phones. So the thing was, um, wholesaling houses.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about relationships. Um, I mostly deal with investors. Like I was in Baltimore, and they have a place in Baltimore. It's like Wall Street. It's like
Okay.
Baltimore's Wall Street. It's actually downtown. It's called the Legg Mason Building. And I would literally get dressed in a suit and go down there, walk around like 3 times in a circle, and get involved in any event. I walked into an event. There was it was $200, I think, at the time, and it was a bunch of investors in there. And I'm just handing out business cards and collecting business cards. And in that, I was selling houses. I was connecting with these investors, and they were telling me what kind of houses they wanted. I was the middleman, and I
Mm-hmm.
was going out finding these houses, and then I was connecting the seller and the buyer, and then I was making a nice profit from that. So I had to hustle to raise my capital, but there's actually easy ways. There's a lot of doctors and lawyers and people who don't have the time to do what I do, and they want to invest in real estate. So they hire me, and they'll just tell me what their criteria is, and then I'll go out and find it, and they'll pay me for that.
Hmm. Hey, all right. So wait a minute. Let's recognize some people right quick. Robert Green, top of the evening to you. Deborah Kennedy, it is good to see that you've come aboard this evening. We we got Eric Muhammad here. Jarrell Brazel's on the set. That Ira said, always good to have multiple streams of income. That's so true. Arnetta Nixon Foreman, and Vicky Banton. Good to see y'all. I want y'all to just hang in there because we're learning a lot of stuff. A lot of this stuff you don't get. And that's what I'm glad about my show because the people that I bring on, they have an expertise, knowledge, and they don't mind sharing what it is that they do. Now, they ain't gonna share everything because some of that stuff you're gonna probably have to pay for. But just for now, to whet your appetite, he's coming with some good stuff. And don't let the smooth taste fool you. You see that smile on his face, he's just dagger. He's gonna close that deal while you're looking at him smiling. Okay, so look, how do you market your business? You know what I'm talking about. Come on, how do you market that business of yours?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I am not the best of marketers. I just typically use social media. Anybody who has a business, man, Facebook Marketplace is so valuable, man. I mean, Craigslist is so valuable. A lot of these free websites are the best ways to market. And you know, we are. I believe that having a winner's mindset, that's what it's all. It's all a mind thing, and everything is public record. You can go down to City Hall, you can go down to the state building, and you can say, I want a list of people who have tenants or people who own homes in Baltimore, and you can literally get their information and call them. Like, people be thinking it's crazy. Like, how'd you get my number? I just say, look, man, if you don't know, it's 2020. Your information is public record as well as mine. You can find out where I live, everything. It's public record. So I send mail to people, postcards. I email people. I cold call people. I text. Nowadays, it's the modern technology is you could text people and get a phone. Excuse me, y'all, and get a phone and get the text right away. And it might say, "Hey, we buy properties for cash. We're looking for, like I said, I got criteria for my investors. We're looking for apartments with tenants in them." And all I'm saying is, if you are marketing your business, it's so many different strategies out here, and real estate really helps a person to become a marketer for anything. For this snow season, if you wanted to start a snow business in literally a day, you can use the public record. You can knock on every door and get a tally of how many people want their houses shoveled, get their contact information in your home, and cold call these people house by house by house by house. So it's I use the public record. Long story short, public record.
Good stuff. Hey, look, your grandma Carol Horsey is watching. You know she's on this show. Carol, if you got any questions, by all means, but you can call him direct. You don't need my show for that. Hey, look, Iris Holmes wants to know, how many properties do you own? How many have you sold? And are you willing to teach others to do what you do?
So I don't own any properties of my own yet. My goal is to get my first property. I want it to be a very large building. I'm not really interested in any single family houses. A lot of my investors are. So as far as selling properties, that's what I do like every month. So I average and I sell about, I want to say, at least 2 houses a month. And sometimes I'm even striving to do way, way more than that. I'm actually dealing with a guy right now, and God willing, we can make this thing work. He wants me to take all 30 of his houses and sell them for him. And the thing is, if I could get him to agree and negotiate and agree on a term that is equal for my situation and good for him, if it's good for him, he'll agree. But right now, he wants me to do subject to all liens and encumbrances. I don't know how many liens this guy got. I don't know how many encumbrances this man has, how many judgments. So I can't just say, agree, and then we try to sell all 30 houses, and all of these things end up popping up on me throughout the process. So selling these houses, man, I mean, so far I wanna say about maybe 60 houses so far I've sold.
Mm, that's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see what we got else. Okay. So, what has been some of your main challenges on your journey,
Main challenges.
or what some of your biggest challenges?
Man, I eliminate them.
You say you
I don't
eliminated
play,
them?
man. I'll be eliminating challenges, man. But I mean, the biggest one is really just, you know what, lying. When I first got into the business, I was taught to tell people, we buy houses cash, everything. And I still do say that, but I have more right to say it now because I actually have the investors who are ready with cash money. But when I first got into the business, um, it's not a lot of ethical people. And as you know, they just shut down what I do in Philadelphia, and that
Mm-hmm.
is because, and that's a challenge for me because when you have someone who is ethical, there's always a good and bad in any industry. You have good cop and you have a bad cop. You have a good lawyer, you have bad lawyers, it's always a good and bad in anything, good doctor, bad doctor. But when they make a decision based upon one person to three people, how many people's actions, then it's a challenge for me because, we are striving to help people out. That's our main goal, is to help. If what I do doesn't help you, I don't try to force a relationship with someone that isn't interested. So that's a challenge for me in this business. It's really envy, man. There's a lot of people who envy us, and really because we don't go to school to get no degree, 10 years to get a degree, no certification. It's just knowledge. It's just what you see behind me, books, information.
Okay, we got Carmen Melvin Wilson is checking in, and Brenda asked you, "Hey, Brenda, how are you this evening?" We have Eric Muhammad zoomed into his room, and he's telling us all about entrepreneurship and his real estate business. And I'm just so excited to hear about it. Man, we should have talked about this when I had Footstop. Maybe I'd have brought some property, but I didn't really want a whole lot of property. I'm telling you. So, all right. So, out of your achievements, is there any one achievement that stands out more so than the other that you're most proud of?
Say that again.
Out of all your achievements, is there any
Hmm.
one achievement or a few achievements that you're most proud of?
Yeah, man. That's a good question because once, man, I found a lady from California. She was liquidating her assets, um, and she had a total of 5 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and these 5 houses were going, man. They had Section 8 tenants in them, and it actually happened right before Corona, the COVID. So a lot of people were afraid to buy houses that had regular tenants in them because you have regular tenants not paying. They're just refusing to pay because of the COVID-19 CARES Act. But
Right.
when I found these Section 8 properties, man, they had Section 8 all in and out. Every last one of them were on time, paid straight money from the government. And as I'm selling these properties, um, remind you, like I just said, unethical people were actually pretending to buy the houses, and they were trying to backdoor me, go behind my back, and take the deal from me. Some Jewish guy, and he he called me, said I want to buy the houses. He sent me a contract, and then he sent a wire transfer to the title company,
Mm-hmm.
but he canceled it in the morning. So I'm excited. I'm like, oh man, I got me a buyer. You know, it happened so quick. But man, when I'm telling you, it's a mind thing, and you can control things in your mind.
Mhm.
He wasn't successful in
Okay.
his being unethical. The seller had so much trust in me.
Mhm.
She said, I don't know why this guy keeps calling me. And I asked, I said, what's his name? She told me his name. I said, that's the same guy that called me yesterday and said he wanted to buy it. So the achievement part is what really stuck out the most, because we were successful because I was honest from the very beginning. I didn't tell
Mm.
her I'm buying the houses. I told her my investor wants to buy these houses.
Mhm.
And just being honest really led us to the finish line. All type of adversity was against me. All type of obstacles were in front of me, but we were successful because of honesty and integrity throughout the whole entire transaction.
Good stuff.
So
Good
that was a
stuff.
major, yeah.
All right. So now let me ask you a question. How many hours a day do you put into your business?
I used to put in like overtime, man, like so much that it was like kind of scary because I didn't have any social life. Like I was work. If you wanted to talk to me, it had to be about real estate. Um, like I think that people thought I was weird, you know, because I'm like, if it's not about real estate, I don't want to have no conversation. It's just my mind was so focused.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I was putting in, I couldn't even put an hour on it. It was 24 hours. If you called me in the middle of my sleep at 1 a.m., I would get up and talk about real estate. Um, but eventually, after closing some deals, I cut back, hired me a VA from the Philippines, cheap labor, which is $4 an hour, and an extra $2.25 to do the managing side of my business. I just sit back and respond to emails and phone calls that are obligated. I don't necessarily have to take the phone call or take it right away now, because I have people who are over in the Philippines who work for me. So
Oh, wait
I
a minute.
mean, maybe 4 hours.
But wait a minute. Something just came over the wire that I had no idea. I think I was going to ask you this question, but your
Mhm,
grandmom said you are a newlywed. So, ladies
mhm.
and gentlemen, that's watching this tape, he's taken.
Yeah,
You just got
yeah,
married. Congratulations.
yep, yep.
So you stopped working long enough to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, I had to. I had no choice, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
You can burn yourself out, man. I've been there, did that.
Yeah.
Vanessa, Carol, thank you for that information. Vanessa Barrett has checked in. Vanessa, it's good to see you this evening, one of my favorite people. Okay, how has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
That's it right there. That's what I just talked about. It was very effective because I was just so focused. You know, I didn't have time for literally anything. I just was real estate, real estate. Even when I was with my family, I'm talking about real estate. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, do you know, I'm trying to put them on and get them on because it changed my financial life. You know, I didn't never see the kind of money that fast and that large off of just having knowledge. You know what I mean? Just really just understanding simple stuff, you know. And in that, I was like, yo, it's addictive. You know, I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm good. I want to keep going. I don't want to take not one break, you know. And then like after a while, like literally now, actually, like now I'm starting to learn how to just cool out, take some time with, you know, and now that I'm married, just we gotta, you know, go out. We went water rafting, we went hiking, we just did a whole lot of stuff in the summer, and now we're trying to do things in the winter as well.
So do you have another job, or is this is your only job? This is what you do, right? Or do you have another job?
Yeah, this is all that I do. I don't do anything else but real estate. Um, and you know, I before got into real estate, I was a security officer. I was a first officer for a company, and it led me to get all of my credentials, my guard card, wear and carry, HQL, everything. So I still want to use it. Like I'm actually looking now, I'm talking with someone now, whereas though, because my business is on autopilot, I'm looking to get back into working again, but this time it just be something part time, just to do something, and just stay busy.
Makes sense. So what motivates you now?
What motivates me?
Yeah, what keeps your juices flowing?
Ah, man, I want to say the rise of our people, man. I'm really interested and invested in really seeing black people rise up in particular. I'm very focused and dedicated to seeing us grow, man, and it just motivates me. It motivates me to look past um with they paint of us. A lot of painted movies and rap songs that we hear, it makes us look like bad people. But look, Franz, we sitting up here right now talking about, elevation. So, that's really what motivates me the most, man, is just really looking past our faults and learning to love black people beyond their history and what their past. Um, and that's what I've been striving to do. Like I said, I love in the beginning, I love being in the worst part. I love being in the hood, like
Mhm.
Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, in the ghetto, looking like this.
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah, yeah, in the hood, not ghetto. Excuse me.
I heard that Daryl Wilkinson
Yeah.
has checked in. Top of the evening to you, Daryl. Okay, so now what is your greatest fear? And if you have
Um,
one, how do you manage it?
I mean, losing my mind, man. I don't want to lose my mind. I want to continue to operate on a higher frequency and you know make change through that, and losing the creator, or distancing myself from the creator is a fear of mine, because that's actually part of losing my mind, because all day up here I'm keeping the creator on my mind as much as I possibly can, and I just fear that I stray away from that, and I don't believe I will. I have faith that I'm mentally strong enough. You know.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, now, do you think there's some sort of pattern or formula that will help a person become a successful entrepreneur?
Uh, you know, like I said in the beginning, surrounding yourself around other entrepreneurs is a good strategy to use, man. Like, and then also being able to decipher who's good and who isn't. Because when I first got into this business, even though I was hanging around millionaires, you have white collar millionaires. You have millionaires who are scams artists. So just hanging around millionaires, but being able to also um, have some street smarts as
Yeah,
well, and be able to understand that I'm in it, like just channeling your mind, claiming it, but also being smart. Don't just go out there and be like, oh, I'm hanging around a bunch of entrepreneurs and millionaires, and I'm one day going to be a millionaire. Because that's still what I'm doing today. I'm not a millionaire, you know, and I'm striving to become wealthy, not rich. I want to be wealthy because wealthy is part of being healthy. So I want my lifestyle to be a series of health, wealth, and having a community as well. And unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb. So if you're looking to start a business, the first thing you should start doing is looking for people you can unite with and pool your resources. Because if I myself look to buy property, I might have challenge. I might get the property, but I'll have challenges. But if me and Fonz have a call and we talk privately, and then Fonz and brings in another person, I bring in another person, and we bring in 5, 10 different people, and we all on the same page, no matter any religion or anything. We're focused on a goal. That right there is the powerful thing that I've been trying to do every day. That was the phone call I just got. Oh man, this unity is the most powerful thing. Skip all of that other stuff and trying to be self-made. Everybody want to be self-made. They listening to too much Rick Ross. They think it's just unity is the powerful thing. You need people. You need like-minded people
Yeah.
that want to accomplish things with you, and you'll fly to success. You'll fly fast. It's just
That's
quick.
good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see. Let me see. All right. What do you like most about being an entrepreneur? I got so many questions, man. I'm telling. Hey, y'all got to stick with me. I know I usually do 45 minutes, but I think we're gonna keep them a little bit longer. So, what do you like most
Yeah.
about being an entrepreneur?
I like it most because it it has taught me to kind of it taught me to uh,
Take your time. You're freezing up there.
the most thing I like about being an entrepreneur. I didn't write no notes, y'all. This is all coming from the heart.
That's how we want it.
So, bear with me. Um, I like being an entrepreneur. The number one thing about being an entrepreneur to me is the flexibility, the time that I have. I can create my own schedule. Um, that really sticks out the most to me. Like I don't have to necessarily wake up and punch a clock anymore, even though that is fine. That helps. If you have a job, you can invest your money to your business. And that's one thing that I didn't do. I didn't fully understand investing fully and creating an actual business. Like I said, I hired a VA and hired people. That's what I want to say is the best thing, Alphonse. Hiring other people to work for you.
Good stuff.
That's
I know what
big.
that's about. I'll tell you. Let me say. All right, now, if you had a chance to start all over again, is there anything that you would do differently?
Oh, perfect question. Because that's what I was going to get into. Like I was having a hard time with the last question, but um, I would definitely change. Like I said, when I first started out, I was investing my money in my business, but I was really just going off of what I thought was the right way. I didn't really take a lot of guidance um, from others because, like I said, I was hanging around millionaires, but a lot of these guys were doing other things as well. Like one guy I hung out with a lot. He does forex, and he does a lot in the stock market. And he has a tech business. Another guy I was dealing with, he's in real estate, but he buys and holds property. Another guy I was dealing with, he wholesales houses like I do. He gave me a ton of knowledge, and I still make money with this brother till this day. Um, but I wish that I would have started by hiring people first, by putting my team together. Like I said, unity. I didn't start out with unity, you guys. I was hustling, self-made. I want to be self-made. I'm starting my own business. It's me. But that hurt me, it crippled me because I wasn't looking for partners. I wasn't looking for people who I can team up with on this company and on this business. And I'm actually doing that now. So I'm kind of playing catch up.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, now, let me see. We're almost. Hey, Kim Watson and Lamont A. Wilson has checked in. It's good to see y'all this evening. I have a dynamic. I think teamwork makes the dream work. You're right, Iris. You are so right. Okay. There's a few more questions I got. Okay. Let me see. What advice would you give to college students that want to become entrepreneurs?
My advice would be the same thing. I really just repeating it. You know, you on a college campus, look look for people that you have the knowledge. First of all, educate yourself, right? Get the knowledge. Um, and once you get the knowledge of what you're doing, like I can teach you right now, Fonz, how to do what I do. Hands down. I could teach you from A all the way to Z and show you everything, right? Once you get that college student, then you proceed to find people and do exactly that. Teach them from A to Z. Give them the game. Like like they say, give them the Jews, he dropping Jews, give them the Jews, right? And as you're giving the Jews, you're now providing them value. So when you start providing people value, you're valuable to them and they'll become loyal to you. So now, as you provide the value to these people, you have to create structure. It can't be just provide value to people and they just run off and they never even say thank you. You know, that can happen. You know,
Sure.
people sometimes call me and just ask me a bunch of questions and then I don't even hear from them ever again, you know. But when you have people who are actually interested in what you're doing and they want to learn, then you say, look, I need your help. Sincerely, I need your help and I want to build a business with you. And it could be scary because a lot of us we don't really trust each other. You know, we don't really, and I understand because some of us put our trust in people, and this world that we living in is very gangster. You know, it's very gangster. I'm actually waiting on somebody now who owes me money, and he ain't called me, and I've been calling him, and this is happening now. This is gangster stuff that people do. But
Yeah.
when you're a good person and you sincerely want, just keep trying. Look for that person and you will find one to two. I have about four that I can trust that actually sincerely want to do what I'm doing. Good people. Once you find those good people, y'all sit down, have Zoom meetings like we're having right now, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all talk and y'all strategize and y'all bounce your ideas off of each other and y'all build.
Okay, so here we go. What key activities would you recommend entrepreneurs to invest their time in?
Um, I would say pulling resources and money together. You know, a lot of people have jobs. They want to leave jobs. Some people don't even like their job. They wake up, oh, I don't feel like going in the day. Well, you could create a nice future for yourself when you have a nice team and y'all just pull your money, just pull resources. That's all. If you're making 15 or $20 an hour and she's over there making 12 or even $7 an hour, some of that money can, you know, I like to break mine down 40, 30, 20, and 10. 10% charity, 20% leisure, 30% is reinvestment, and 40% is my bills, right?
Mm,
So
man, you might
that
want to write that down.
yeah, so that 30% is investment. Even if you're making $7 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have something to put in the pot.
Yeah.
So you just do that with a nice group of people and just kind of vet them people too. You know, time will tell if y'all are right for each other. It's like a relationship, and then y'all go from there.
Hey, Keith Proctor, top of the evening to you, Keith. If you haven't caught none of this is some real good stuff. Sissy DeShields, you all late and everything, but you know you can see this broadcast over and over and over again. I play it so much people get tired, but I can take a joke. It's okay. Now, do you have a course where you teach others to do what you do?
I actually do. If you go on to my Instagram page, our
And
Facebook page,
all right,
there's yeah, there's links in there, Unc Funds, that they can click on. It's a website, and we have it structured and set up. It's a professional um portal that they can log into. They get their own unique login and password. They log in. Everything is step by step, man. And it teaches you exactly how to do. This thing is this the value in which I'm charging for this course is it blows my. I'm gonna have to raise the price soon. Um, yeah, I'm gonna
y'all
have
heard that
to,
he get ready
man.
to raise the price soon. I think that's the bait to bring you on in. Y'all better get him now while he's cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really, like I said, I'm invested in my people and elevating my kind. So I understand people's financial situations right now. So I lowered the price. I put the price so low, but I'm like, man, I gotta up this price, man, because there's so much gain and value in there. Um,
So what's your
I could.
Instagram? What's your Instagram handle? So if somebody wanted to reach you, uh,
Mm,
tell us because I'm gonna write it down and I'm going to put it in the comments section. So in case people want to reach you, so go
yeah,
slow. Tell me how to do it.
my Instagram is actually right here.
Mhm.
BEMORE Real Estate. Is exactly what's on my hat.
Okay, real
Be
estate.
more real estate.
Okay, that's what an S at the end. Okay, y'all see it. His Instagram is Be More Real Estate. Y'all go to that, and
Yep.
he's going to have them links waiting for you. Do you want to tell us the public how much it costs, or you want them to just tune in and keep it private and go to your link and find out for themselves? How you want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I could share with everybody. So right now it's actually at $100 to get this course that will really, if you take it seriously, will
Is
make
that
you
all?
over $10,000 a month, honestly. If you take this serious, it will make you $10,000 a week. This is all depending on your mindset.
Wait a
Like
minute, wait a minute,
how
wait a minute. I'm getting ready to sign up for your course just because I want to sign up and learn some stuff, whether I ever do it or not. But you had
yeah,
me at 10,000.
yeah, I'm serious, man. This kind of business is real estate. You
Yeah.
know, Dale Carnegie, if y'all know Napoleon Hill, who is the
Oh
writer
yeah.
of Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah. Oh, you know
He
all them boys. Now wait a minute, wait a minute. Hey man, you know I read all them books.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, go ahead.
He quoted. He said he said um 85% of all millionaires become so through real estate. And I'm not knocking any other, I'm not knocking the stock market because I know some boys getting it in the stock market. Sometimes I'm looking at them like, man, I need to go over there and see what they're doing, right? But like when I first got in this, I was told to pick a lane and drill it. So if you want to get in stocks, drill it. You make more money than a lot of people in real estate. If you want to do forex, drill it. Stay in your lane, focus, and drill it. But when you get into this real estate, drill it
Mm-hmm.
because when you drill it, you're bound for success. If you get my course and you drill it, oh man, you're gonna make some money, and it's
Good
gonna
stuff.
be funny because your mind is going to explode like mine. You ain't going to be talking about nothing but real estate. That's all
Mm.
you're going to want to talk about.
Sure.
Life change.
With the connections I got, I might as well use it for something. What you think?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
your grandmom said to
Come
bring
on,
her a
Pop.
hat. She's liking that hat on your head, man.
Thank you.
All right, so let me see. We're winding down because you know what? I never eat before a show. So that's why I usually stay up for about an hour because it'd be time for me to eat dinner. Might be too late to eat dinner, but I'm 70
Yeah,
years old and it ain't bothering me yet.
yeah,
So when I finish with you, I'm gonna eat me some din din. But
that's
wait a minute,
right.
what else I got? Whatever. Okay. So what? Yeah, but you kind of like answer that. You said they're going to learn from A to Z if they take your course. You're going to teach them and take them through every step. Kia Tony, come you be so late all the time? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to rebroadcast this probably about 11 o'clock. I'm going to put this on everybody's pages again so y'all can see something. Okay, so if people wish to sell their house, they know how to reach you through your Instagram. Now, let me see. We're coming around the mountain. Okay, at the end of every show, I always like the guests to just take a few moments to share whatever is on their heart and talk to the community. Now, my show is based on inspiration, information, education, and it's always used to encourage or motivate others. So with that in mind, talk to the viewers out here, and then from there we'll take it on in. Time's yours.
Okay. All right. So you want me to talk to them, or are they gonna
Yeah, I know. I want you to talk to the viewers out there, motivate them, inspire them, encourage them, whatever's on your heart. Just talk to them.
Okay. So real briefly, I want to just say that, you know, when I first started this business, there was a guy, brother, his name is Mark Whitten from Baltimore, right? He's part of the reason why I got up out my bed. I was watching him on a YouTube video like this. They were doing an interview. Um, and he was just giving so much value. So what I want to do real quickly is just give y'all some value, right? If you're looking to do real estate, if you have plans on doing real estate, um, you just know it's very simple stuff to do once you get the hang of it. Um, a lot of people um, have all this information is public record, like I said from the very beginning. You could be driving through your community and everybody sees these abandoned houses. You see abandoned houses when you're just going to the grocery store, right? That abandoned house is valuable. The person who owns it could be going through a stressful situation. And a lot of times we just drive right past it, not really understanding how valuable it is. So people drive past it because they don't even know how to get in touch with these people. But I'm telling you guys now, if you're watching this, go to truepeoplesearch.com. Go to truepeoplesearch.com. In any house, you can use your own address. You can pop it in. You can find that person's contact information, their email address, you name it. It's all public record, right? When you find that person's contact email address, you reach out to them. Don't be afraid to reach out to them, right? If you get in touch with that person who's in that house or who owns that house, because their name is attached to it, you ask them politely. Call him name. Hey, let me say I'm calling Brother Alfonso. Hey, Mr. Alfonso, I'm actually just rolled past your house at 123 Main Street, and it looks abandoned. I see grass growing up. The windows are busted out. It's just, are you selling it? You know, straight up. You don't have to waste his time. He's either going to say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
I do that about 200 times a day. Find a house, write it down, cold call that person by using truepeoplesearch.com.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I get yeses, I just put yes next to their name. And I'll be like, okay, what's a good time to call you back? They might even say, let's talk right now. I still have a procedure. I need to call you back because I'm looking for 200 houses right now, and I ain't got time to really spend too much time on the phone. It'll either make it or break it. But if you do that enough times a day, you'll get you a list of maybe out of that 100 calls you make, you might find 15 to 10 people that say yes. That's valuable. Now, when you do that, you go and you find an investor. I ain't gonna get too deep.
No, don't get too. You don't
Get
give
the
it
course.
too free. You know, you got to make sure they pay for some of this. You know what I mean? Look, hey, E, I gotta really go. But before I go, Carol Horsey said you must didn't hear Fonz. She said I want you to bring her a hat. I think you heard it just that time, Carol. You heard it that time, right?
I didn't know, you broke up. Say it
Okay.
again.
Your grandmother said, bring her a hat.
Oh man, everybody want a hat, man. Oh man, that's my grandma, man. Oh my gosh, man. Everybody want a hat. You know what? I'm gonna have to put my grandmother to work. She gonna have, I'm gonna be like, grandmother, all I need you to do is organize these papers and you get a hat.
Ooh, a little quid pro quo, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm about to hire my family, man. For
Hey,
a
look,
hat.
everybody out there in Chester County, man, it was a great hour. We have been entertained, educated by none other than Eric Muhammad. We talked about entrepreneurship, real estate, and everything else. Man, I want to thank you, man. It was an honor for you to allow me to just come where you're at, man, and us just chop it up like we did. All my viewers out there, I want to thank you for your loyalty. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Prayerfully, this has enlightened you and sparked a spirit of entrepreneurship, sparked a spirit of what can be in you. So with that being said, I just want to take time to let you know, if nobody told you that they love you today, Brother Fonz loves you. I want you to realize that Coastal is rising. And last but not least, Black lives do matter. Peace out. Eric, I'm going to talk to you later there, buddy, and thank you for everything.
All right,
Bye
brother.
now.